Hi everyone, and welcome to Hog in the Isle. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Drift Ghost XL biking camera, and I will also be doing a comparison with my other camera, which is the Ghost 10. Now, how I came across this camera was, and I'd like to give a shout out to a friend of mine on in a biking group called Barney, which is Biking Adventures and Routes Northern Ireland. So I'd like to say a big hello to Skip Alexander, who made it possible, both Skip and the Barney group, that made this camera available to me through a draw that Skip does every week. And it's actually something that you should go and check out, because I think the way Skip runs it is he runs a draw for various things, the drift camera just being one of them, but various things, helmet stands, helmets, etc, 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 and whatever he earns from the draw, he would pay for the goods, and the balance of that then goes to the charity. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but it involves the blood bikers. So big shout out to you, Skip. Anyhow, I have been playing around with the Ghost XL, and one of the amazing things about it is that, first of all, it shoots video in up to 1080p. It has time-lapse mode. It has photo mode, and it has the clone mode. Now, I want to begin by talking about the clone mode, because what I always found with video cameras, particularly when you're biking, is, if you have a camera that's kind of, facing this direction towards you, and another camera which is facing this direction towards the front, it's very, very hard, if you're using two different cameras, to sync both of them, so that you're not talking like something out of that film Monkey, where the mouth's moving but there's no words coming out. So there's a clone mode on this, which basically means that I have set this camera here up as the master camera, and I have set the Ghost 10 up as the slave camera. So basically what would happen would be, if I'm driving along, I would hit the record button on this, which automatically starts this camera recording. And likewise with photo, or Photoburst, or time-lapse, or basically just switching the camera off. Anything that I do to this camera is automatically done to this camera. So when it comes to editing videos, that makes it so much easier. So it really is so handy to do. Now, both cameras take the micro SD card. My advice is, if you're going to get the SD card and record in 1080p, then I would suggest that you go for an SD card of something up to 128 gig. Now, the record time on this, which I found excellent, the normal record time on this camera is 5 hours. So you have 5 hours of solid record time, but you can also purchase an extended battery, which will allow you to record up to 8 hours of footage. And As most of us know, when you're recording, a lot of the times you forget to switch the camera off, and the camera's just constantly recording. Before you know it, you've run out of battery and you're in the middle of nowhere and you have nowhere to charge it. So extended battery, good idea. And the recording time of it, excellent recording time of it. The next feature of this camera that I'm going to speak about is the photo mode. Now the Drift XL, the Drift Ghost XL, will take photos up to 12 megapixels, which for anyone that knows anything about photography is pretty decent quality, you know, when you go to print your photographs. And so you can set this camera from video mode into, you can use it just as an ordinary camera to take photographs. But it also has another interesting feature, which is time-lapse mode. And what time-lapse mode will do is you can set the camera to take a series of photographs over a specific allotted time limit. For example, if you were trying to get photographs of the stars moving, well, you could set the camera to take a photograph once every 15 minutes, say. To be honest with you, I don't know whether 15 minutes is long enough, but we'll use 15 minutes as an example. And it will continue taking a photograph every 15 minutes for an allotted period of time. At the end of it, stitching all of the photographs together, so you can then see basically the stars moving across the sky. So that's another great feature of it. And it also has a feature called Photoburst Mode. So say, for example, you had a series of bikers in a line driving up the road. You can set the camera to take a burst of photographs, which will capture them at speed, and it will capture clear images at speed. And you know, for those photographs, when you're taking photographs, because I as a photographer have done this many times, you know, it's so easy when you take a photograph and all of a sudden somebody's got their eyes closed. This will take a series of photos, and you're going to get them, at least one of them, with their eyes open. So yeah, another interesting feature of it. But again, with this camera, with the using it in photo mode or time-lapse mode or photoburst mode, along with the clone mode, will automatically, anything you do with this, photoburst, time-lapse, or just an ordinary photograph, will do exactly the same with this camera. So that's another great feature of it. The next feature of this camera is what's called dashcam mode. Now, with most cameras, most video cameras, when you're recording, once your memory card is full, it automatically will stop recording, or it'll come up with a, you know, memory card is full and it will stop recording. But no, not this camera. When your memory card is full, it will automatically start re-recording over the original footage. So you will lose the original footage. But, you know, if you're going to use it as a dash cam, for example, for a car, whatever, you know, and something happens, the camera will continuously be recording. It will operate in a continuous loop until such times as you would switch the camera off. Great feature. Now, the next feature that I want to discuss about this camera is another mode called video lapse. It's more of a time lapse, and basically what it will allow you to do is it'll capture a fast motion video of your trip, which enables you to take a video. If a video is an hour long, you can use the time-lapse mode and you can make that video 45 minutes, half an hour, whatever. So it's very, very, very good for condensing videos. Now, with all of those modes, and there are so many different settings so that you can change on the Ghost XL. But one of the main features that I have noticed about this one with regards to the GoPro, for example, is the mic connection. With this camera, which is, by the way, fully waterproof, connecting the microphone is as simple as plugging it in here. And when you plug the microphone in there, it is still fully waterproof. Whereas when it comes to the GoPro, in order to plug the microphone in, you have to basically take the cover door off, plug the microphone in. The camera in itself is waterproof, but the connection that you put the mic in is sadly not. So all in all, the Ghost Drift XL and the Ghost Drift X are two excellent cameras. Not only do they have great features, but for anyone who is into motorbiking or biking or hiking or whatever, who wants to get into video logging or video blogging, their adventures, it's a very, very inexpensive way to begin, because a lot of the cameras out there can be very, very expensive. I think that this camera here can be purchased at somewhere in the region of about £140, which for everything that this camera does, to be perfectly honest with you, is very, very good value for money. So sitting today with the Ghost XL and the Ghost X, I am a very, very, very happy bunny. One last thing that I have to say is mounting this camera couldn't be easier. Couldn't be easier. There is a bracket that sticks to the side of the camera. I'm just going to try and turn this around and we'll see where we are. I can't turn it around that way. This is the bracket, and basically sticks onto the side of the helmet, and the camera just slides in. Fitted. Couldn't be easier than that. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and the next video that I put out, I will be comparing the Drift cameras to the GoPro cameras, including all of the features. And for all of you out there, keep her safe on the roads, keep her between the hedges, safe biking, and goodbye until the next time, from me, Gerald Hughes, and Hogging the Isle. If you like this video, please can you click on the subscribe button below, click on the like button, leave a comment if you wish, and click on the bell notifications. Thank you all for watching. God bless.